Greetings, human mortals of the planet Earth. It is I, your suppable sovereign, the Tea Eternal, broadcasting once again from the place between spaces. I am lowering myself to commune with you on this occasion, as word has recently been relayed to me of a dire development within the Earth realm. And, as I'm sure goes likewise for all of you, when the full extent of this terrible occurrence became clear to me, I was left feeling numb, shell-shocked, shaken to the watery core of my very being. I mean, can you believe CBS cancelled Criminal Minds? I was only just starting to get into it as well. I felt sure it was one of those shows that would just run and run and run. You know what I mean? Oh well, I guess I'll just have to find something else to watch. I was thinking I might go online and order a few decent box sets to binge. The only trouble is, everything's either out of stock or suddenly really expensive. Something to do with demand being high during this viral outbreak you lot are dealing with right now. Now that I mention it, I suppose I ought to throw a few conciliatory words your way about that. This whole lockdown thing's all got a bit inconvenient, hasn't it? Doubtless, many of you must be greatly afeared at this time. I am told that a great many of you have already become weary of your government-imposed seclusion. Indeed, as I watch your plight from my interstitial abode, I cannot help but feel a pang of sadness for you all. Well, actually, not all of you, just the ones who are following instructions. All you dumb bums who keep going out for barbecues on the beach or popping round to see your mates. What the hell do you think you're playing at? Oh yes. Don't think for one moment that I don't know what you're up to. For I am the Tea Eternal, the cosmic embodiment of all the tea that flows throughout the multifaceted multiverse. I am omniscient. I see everything, including the things you put in your shopping trolleys when you pop out to the supermarket. And let's be clear on this. A single tub of Pringles does not qualify as an essential purchase. But I digress. I am sure that many of you are doing your best to comply with the direction of your human authorities at this time. Those of you who are diligently doing your part to safeguard your fellows should know that I am proud of you. Indeed, watching you looking out for each other, that really gets me where I live. Such nobility gives me pause for contemplation. I am, after all, rather fond of my Homo sapien homies, so it seems only right and proper to give attention to thoughts of how I myself might possibly be of assistance to you in these blackest of days. Being a magnanimous mugful, I have decided that, for the duration of this crisis, I shall give unto you the bounteous gift of my abnormal intellect. For it occurs to me that I may stand uniquely placed to provide you with answers to the deep, searching questions you may have about your current unfortunate predicament. So, go ahead humans, ask me anything. Shoot! Let the Q&A commence! Anyone? Anyone with a question? Anyone at all? Wonder if I remembered to hit the transmit button. That'd be embarrassing if I was sat here waffling away to myself in an empty... Oh! An incoming transmission! Here we go! Greetings and salutations, feeble earthling. You stand before the Tea Eternal. Identify yourself and state your question.
Hello, Tea Eternal. This is James O'Grady from Norfolk, age 43 3/4. And I was wondering, during this lockdown, while we're all stuck indoors, how much tea should we drink in the space of a single day?
Human weakling O'Grady. In the midst of a life-threatening global pandemic, I have offered your mewling, insignificant species a rare and precious opportunity to avail itself of my expansive wisdom and intellect. This is the question you would ask of me?
Yeah. Why? Is there something wrong with it?
No, far from it. In point of fact, it warms the aqueous centre of my being to know that, even in such times as your enfeebled race are living through, there are some among you who remain cerebrally alert enough to ask the truly important questions. How much tea should a human weakling consume in a single day? Well, to that I would say, judge not your quality of life by the quantity of tea any man imbibes, for such things are arbitrary and of little consequence in the great tapestry of the cosmos, and all that malarkey. My human friends, know this. Fear of death and suffering may weigh heavily on your minds at present, and it is right and good that you should also find the time to dwell on such matters as the tributes you pay to me in your daily consumption. But please know that I am not a jealous entity. It matters not one whit to me how much of my pervasive essence you might ingest. For some among you, I know the need for tea is strong, and to you of my subjects I say, my gift to mankind is the gift of tea. I give it freely and in abundance. Drink your fill. For the tea is with me, and I am the tea, and in the drinking of me I shall never be diminished. On the other hand, I am aware that there are some for whom a single brew a day, or even just a mouthful, is quite sufficient. And, that's cool, you do you. It's not like there are hard-fast rules or anything. No one's holding a gun to your head. So, there. That is my answer to this most pertinent of questions. May you reflect upon it with the assurance that it is an authoritative pronouncement. For in my all-encompassing wisdom, I have uttered this verdict unto you, and deemed that it is good. Although, just as I think of it, I did watch a couple of Dr. Mike's videos on YouTube, and he says somewhere between 2 and 5 cups a day is probably best. Hope that helps. Anyway, I'm late for the dentist, so I'm going now. Bye!